The Lord be with you and with your spirit. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Mark. Glory to you, O Lord. Chapter 10, 2 to 16. Some Pharisees also came and in order to test Jesus asked, "Is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife?" Jesus replied, "What law did Moses give you?" They answered, "Moses allowed us to write a certificate of dismissal in order to divorce." Then Jesus said to them, "It was because of your hardness of heart that Moses wrote this law for you. But in the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. And because of this, man has to leave father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one. So they are no longer two, but one. Therefore, what God has joined, let no one separate." When they were inside the room, disciple again asked Jesus about this. And Jesus told them, "Whoever divorces his wife and marries another commits adultery against his wife. And the woman who divorces her husband and marries another also commits adultery." People were bringing their little children that Jesus might lay his hands on them. And the disciple rebuked them for this. When Jesus noticed it, he was indignant and said, "Let the children come to me and do not stop them. For it is to such as this that the kingdom of God belongs. Truly I say to you, whoever does not receive the kingdom of God like a little child will not enter it." Then he took the children in his arms and laying his hands on them, blessed them. This is the gospel of the Lord. My dear friends in Jesus Christ, today we have two important aspects in our family life. That is one side regarding the marriage, the other side children in the family. So let us see about the marriage. So sacrament of marriage is instituted by Lord, and we can see this institution of marriage, how Jesus is giving us the importance. The first thing we see, what is the purpose of marriage? Why I should get married? Why should I settle down with my partner as husband and wife? And that is the first thing to clarify, why should I get married? And now as we look at it, Catholic Church imbibe the spirit of holiness, that marriage of sacrament is a holy thing. And that's why the purpose is very clear, whatever Jesus is instructing us, that in the beginning God created man and woman to be one body. They are no longer two persons but one person. And the purpose is that in and through this institution of marriage, they become one body, and their purpose is to become co-creator. And the faith, believing in God, they will bring up their children in Christian faith. So in the suffering, in the difficulties, and all kind of problems in life, they will be together. So when we have marriage celebration in the church, husband and wife both takes this oath that in the suffering, in the difficulties, I will be with you as your husband. And similarly, wife also says In all my life, I love you, I care for you, and I will stand with you in all the situation of happiness, difficulties, and suffering. Now, this is the value system in the society. So, wherever we carry this value system, the divorce, putting apart husband and wife, dividing, this question does not come. And the next one is the faithfulness. The faithfulness between husband and wife. The husband should be faithful to wife, and similarly wife should be faithful to husband. And similarly, whatever oath they have taken, whatever covenant, as God says, you are my people, I am your God. This is the covenant between Abraham and Yahweh. Similarly, here, institution of marriage is a covenant between husband and wife. And this covenant, very systematically, the Catholic Church binds. And that's why the divorce comes when I am no longer faithful to my wife. I am no longer keeping the vows. I am not responsible whatever I am doing. Then come for divorce. And unless and until we are faithful, whatever way the church is guiding us, we will not be happy. The church has found very beautiful way. The sacrament of marriage is an institution between husband and wife in the presence of the faithful in the church. And that's why Jesus nicely saying that from the beginning God had created man and woman to be one body for the purpose that they will become co-creator and look after the children and bring them up. That is their responsibility. When we have the responsibility, then we don't go for divorce. When we are clear in our head what is the purpose of marriage, then we don't look for divorce. And finally, we see Jesus is blessing all the children, those who are coming to him. And this is a support, this is a very neat and clean that God always loves kids, because we all are children of God. And that's why Jesus is saying the children have pure heart. Whoever welcomes children, they are eligible to enter kingdom of God.